To my YouTube channel. Listen, if you are new here, I don't know where you have been, I don't know why you have been there and not here, but what matters now is that you are here, and just like the prodigal son, with open arms we welcome you. My name is Mamago Bashimane, aka Mamago Bashimane, aka Mama Mfana 40. And I love having new people here, so please make sure that you stick around, and if by the end of this video you like it here, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, okay, and become a member of our beautiful family. And to my returning soldiers, it is always, and I mean always, with love to welcome you guys here. I still need to pace myself, as you can tell that I run out of breath when I speak. We'll talk about that, but yeah, I just need to pace myself. I need to consciously remind myself to slow down, okay? So yeah, to my regulars, thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you for coming back again and again and again and again and again and again. Please do not be distracted by me not having my ring band. I think I'm the one who's being distracted by it. But yeah, I can tell you, but after delivery, so when I was going to theater, I took out my ring and I gave it to the hub, and he hasn't given it back to me. So I don't know if one kala or but I haven't gotten my wedding band back. But yeah, I'm still with him in the same house, so I think Hasan Khalif and Duan. But yeah, guys, another day, another vlog. Finally, I come on this platform as a mother of two, okay? Put some respect to my name. Mamago Bashimane has landed officially, and I have a baby. Okay, I have another baby because I already had a baby. So this is a delivery vlog, so I'll be telling you guys about my delivery and what I think it's important for you guys to know, right? So let's start here. I had a cesarean section, okay? The reason why I had a cesarean section is because previously, with my first born, which is Timuluha, I had a cesarean section. So let's start there. The reason why I had a cesarean section with that baby is because, one, I was post-dates, right? You know that pregnancy goes for 40 weeks, right? So if you are primigravida, meaning that you haven't fallen pregnant before, you can stretch it up to 41 weeks, okay? Yeah, so it means that I went as far as 41 weeks, but still I didn't fall into labor, okay? So we called it post-dates. That was the first thing. Now the second thing is that I then went in for induction of labor, right? That's when they give you medication to artificially induce you into falling into labor, right? So that can be done either by misopostural, they give you an oral solution to drink, or they give you a suppository gel that goes through your anus, and that will artificially make you fall into labor, right? So I did that, but still I did not fall into labor. So it was post-dates and it was failed induction of labor. So if your induction fails, automatically that means that you are going to have a cesarean section, right? Which is the reason why I had one. So I had a cesarean section, done. Now, it does not mean that when you've had a cesarean section the first time, or your subsequent pregnancies, you're going to have a cesarean section, okay? No, you can have a normal delivery, normal vaginal delivery post a cesarean section, okay? So please bear with me. I'm going to have this conversation with you guys as both a mother, a professional nurse, and a content creator, okay? I'm going to try and teach so that you understand a few things and share what I went through, okay? Right. So One, my doctor, if you had had a previous cesarean section, automatically he wants to do a cesarean section, because you having a VBAC, which is a normal vaginal delivery after you've had a cesarean section, comes with risks, right? So Yena, he's a doctor who says, if you did a Caesar before, I want to do a Caesar again, just to not find myself having complications, you know? Right, so I had an option of looking for another doctor, but here's the thing: if I find another gynae, right, all he's going to do is nothing special but just wait for me to fall into labor. And if I don't fall into labor, then it means I'm going to have a cesarean section. So to me, it didn't suffice for me to go look for an admin of having someone who's willing to do a VBAC since some previous cesarean section, and just for me to wait to fall into labor. And if I don't fall into labor, then I go for cesarean section. You get that? And then two, I love controlled environments. Okay, so already I knew my doctor, I knew my gynae, I know how he operates, I know the hospital. So that came with a lot of familiarity for me, and that made me feel comfortable, you know? So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll go in for another cesarean section because I want to continue with him. He has his faults. It's not the best gynae in the world. Okay, there are faults where you know, but yeah, it was better the devil you know. I'm joking. I was fine with him, guys. I was fine with him. Okay, so that's the reason why I went for cesarean section. So the indication for me doing a Caesar this time was previous Caesar ×1, right? Sure. Now, the nice thing about having a cesarean section for the second time, or having subsequent cesarean section, is that you get to know the date of birth of your child way in advance. So I knew when my baby will be born, okay? So that's a plus. So I went in. Can I tell you, when they say in midwifery, knowing what's going to happen, or women who have given birth before are the ones who tend to be afraid or have fears when it comes to getting into the delivery room or theater room. It is true, simply because I know everything that goes down. So that plays with my mind a lot. Even with Simulujo, it was the same thing, because I've went to theater, I've caught babies before, so I know exactly what happens. So already that puts some level of fear in me, you know what I mean? And I think if you guys watch that vlog of the delivery thingy, you will have seen me actually verbalize that I am scared. Okay, but yeah, God being great, everything went well. How long have I been talking for? I don't want to talk for long, but yeah, so I had my cesarean section. So that's the reason why, number one, we had a cesarean section, right? Grand. Now okay, so I went and wrote down all I want to talk about. That's how serious I take you guys. But also my mind, memory, it's already pregnancy, post-pregnancy brain. So I don't want to be fumbling around, okay? So now I want to talk about the difference of management, yes, cesarean section, go private and public sector, right? Firstly, let's talk about the pain management, okay? So this is coming from a person who has worked in a public sector and has experienced being treated. Did I say public? This comes from a person who has worked in labor ward in the public sector and now has experienced delivering in the private sector, okay? So number one, let's talk about the pain medication. We can fault private all we want, okay? And on some of the things that we fault them on, I agree with you guys. But when it comes to the pain management post-op, standy, okay? So in the public, what you get pethidine, which is an injection, and I think you get it 2 or 3 times, right? And then you get paracetamol. That's all you get, right? But in the private sector, you get morphine. So this time around, they even gave me my own pump. So the morphine was in a PCP. Let me remember what PCP is. I'll write it down here for you guys. And then what happens is that you pump it. Literally, you pump it yourself so that it stays in your system, so that the pain, you don't feel the pain. So you don't wait for the pain to come, but you routinely pump it so that you don't feel pain, which makes the whole experience bearable. Because imagine being cut open, imagine and being stitched back, and now you have to live life as per normal. You need to feed your child, you need to be alive, you know what I mean? So that makes it a whole lot bearable. I always say I don't know the pain of having a cesarean section, and it was mainly because of the pain management that they do go private. So on that part, I am happy about. And then you also get your paracetamol. They also give you a suppository the following day. Like, the pain management is like, it's superb, guys. Yes, you are gonna feel pain because, I mean, something did happen, but it won't be unbearable pain such that you can't do anything, you know? So that's a win on their side. Number two, the feeding part, right? So if you were still drowsy, you come back from the labor ward, from the theater, and you're still drowsy, they do feed your child, okay? But now the downfall about that is that they're going to give your baby a formula, right? So with Timoloho, what happened is that they gave my baby formula because I was drowsy, my breasts were not producing milk, and the baby's sugar levels were dropping. So they had to give formula. Obviously, they came to ask for my consent for it, and I gave them because, I mean, my baby's sugar levels were dropping. But now, because they gave, and I think they bottle fed him, so he then, the first experience of sucking on something was through a bottle, and it was quicker than when now I wanted to give him the breast. So he was very reluctant when it comes to feeding on my breast, such that we ended up having to buy a plastic nipple. I'll put it up here for you guys. So what I did is that I had to attach it on my actual breast, and he had to suck on that. So because it gave that artificial feel like Yalibot Olo, only then did he start feeding on my breast. So as a first-time mom, that could be very, very, very stressful, okay? And I can't say don't ask for pain relief because you need it, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the downfall of them giving your baby formula, or well, in my experience. But this time around, I was awake. Yes, I was drowsy, but I was still able to feed, you know. I think I came back stronger. So yeah, I was awake. I was able to feed my baby, and that made me so, so happy because I knew that I had mitigated problems the future, you know what I mean? So that was great. And then what else? Oh, and the nice thing, though we also did it at the public sector where I worked at Cesarean Hospital, but if you're not feeling well, or you're feeling that you're too tired or you're too drowsy, we do offer to take your baby. We did do it in the public. It's easily better in the public. But where I worked, we did offer to hold your baby for you while you're still trying to get your life back together, you know. But yeah, even in the private sector, they do that, which I think is very thoughtful because you've just gone through a lot. Like, if you went for an operation, you went through a lot. So I think it's very thoughtful for them to do that. You know what I mean? Sharp. Now let's talk about the discharge part. So when you're being discharged, it's time for you to go home, right? So one, immunization. Your baby is going to be immunized. Your baby is going to get a BCG injection on the right arm. If I'm wrong, I'll rectify it here. And then your baby's going to get 2 polio drops. You are going to consent to that because you have to give consent as a parent for your baby to be immunized. So both private and public, you are going to get that, right? Sharp. 2, which is not done in the public sector, is that they do a hearing test for your child. So with Timu, they gave me a date to come in for the hearing test after I have been discharged. So now they've gotten smarter. They did it while we were at the hospital. So they're just checking if your baby is not deaf, basically, all right? Which I think is good, right? And then another thing which should be there in the public sector, there are people who are hired to do this, but for some weird reason there's a bottleneck somewhere and it's not happening. Some hospitals, yes, they do it, okay? It's physiotherapy, right? So a physiotherapist should come and should make you do exercises, teach you techniques on how to cough, how to sneeze, how to laugh, because hey, you take that as into enyani, but I promise you, when you are post-op and you've just had an operation, child, you need to be taught how to cough, because next thing you're like, so physiotherapy is very, very, very important. You do get in the private sector, someone comes and introduces themselves and ask if you were interested. You have the right to say no, because you are going to be paying for it, you're going to be billed for it, you know. But I think it's a very good it would be a good idea to take the offer, given, especially if you're a first-time mom and you're not exposed to the health sector, because one, you do need to know these techniques, because you don't want to be feeling uncomfortable or bleeding through your scar because you don't know these techniques on how to do the things that I've mentioned, number one. And two, they just teach you a whole lot, like about mobilizing, how to bend, how to get off the bed, all those things. So I think it's a very good idea that you do that, right? Great stuff. And then lastly, it's home affairs. Where I worked in the public, there was a home affairs. So it makes things much more easier for you to just register your baby there, leave with your birth certificate somewhere, you know what I mean? Makes things a whole lot more easier. With Simulicho, it was a mess because it was COVID, everything was shut, people didn't know what to do. Like, I gave birth right at the beginning of, or right at the inception of COVID, so everything was just a mess, and we had to go to home affairs like 3-4 days, if I'm not mistaken. It was a mess. I've never been so traumatized in my whole life. It was a mess, but yeah, now things were just smooth. So yeah, that is my birth story, guys. I gave birth. I was scared, but the Lord was good and faithful. Our baby was healthy, is healthy. Mommy is good, as you can see. And we are healing very well. And also the importance of the physiotherapy as well is that they will teach you how to take care of your wound, but also nurses should teach you that, right, on how to take care of your wound, because that is very important in your healing journey, because you are going to be discharged, but when you get home, it is your responsibility to take care of your wound. And that is very important, because you don't want to be having infections that could lead to a whole lot of complications. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to make this long by teaching you guys how to do that, but if you are interested, DM me, I'll let you know. Okay, so let's move. Let's move. Officially, I'm a mother of two. Mamago Bashimane. I'm born. I say hi, Mama Wadi boys. Okay, like, I'm gonna be so blessed, because I'll be compensating for the girls I never had. Okay, so yeah, and then I got goodie bags. So now I want to show you guys the treatment that I got on Discharge, and I want to show you the two goodie bags that we got from the hospital. And we're gonna close this vlog because I feel like I've been running my mouth. Okay, firstly, please forgive me if my hands are ashy while I show you guys these things, because I was doing my makeup so that I look pretty for you guys. So I got some of. So let's get jaja, okay? After all humans, it's please, okay. Okay, let's start with the medication, right? So this is the medication that I got when I was being discharged at home. Okay? So we're gonna start here. This is Clexane. So Clexane is the blood thinner, right? So the reason why they give you Clexane is because you've just, been operated on, and then for 6 hours you were on your bed, on street bed rest, you were not mobilizing. So in case you might have, for example, a blood clot, right, we don't want it moving around, because if it gets to your brain, you gonna lights out. Okay, lights out isn't like RIP, you know what I mean? So this is a blood thinner to help prevent such. Okay, back in the day when I was still a midwife, I think this was given according to weight. Like if you were a certain weight when you went to deliver, you were said to be at risk of having such things, so then they will give you Clexane. I don't know if that is still the case right now. I don't know if I should tell you my weight so that you know. But okay, you know what, it's fine. Okay, safe space. So when I went to the, like when I went for delivery on Friday, I stepped on the scale and I was 91 kgs. Boom, guys. As to how I'm going to get off this hill, I don't know, but I was 91 kgs, so maybe that's why they gave it to me. So Cesarean is an injection. It looks like this. Sorry, it looks like this. So you have to inject yourself. To us, it's not a shocker because we are both healthcare workers, but one of you needs to be brave. I don't know who. So if you guys are pregnant right now, or you're planning to be pregnant, and you need to start discussing such things, okay? So it's an injection. You take it out. It is preferred that you inject yourself at the fatty parts of your body, right? Like your stomach, your thighs maybe. So you do this once daily, right? Yeah. So that's it. I think I have 3 left, and then I'll be done with my Cesarean. And then 2, I have this Panamo suppository. So suppository means that you are going to stuff it up your bum. These are things that you need to be discussing, okay? If you are not brave enough to take this and shoot it up your behind, then you need your partner to help you. This is where marato atiswang goodie. Understand that, because when you are still fresh from the hospital, you can't completely turn to get your arm all the way there, you know what I mean? So you need assistance. So this assistance goes as far as having your partner shove things up your bum. So yeah, you take these ones twice daily, okay? So they are anti-inflammatory, hence they will help to reduce pain, they will help to reduce swelling around your scar, and yeah. And then I have a bottle of paracetamol on the other side. So it's just the paracetamol, but it's the green one. I don't know, I'm also that person who says the green one, paid more, is the one, okay? So yeah, that's the medication that we got. And then here we have this goodie. So this one we got when we went to do the 4D scan, but I didn't open it with you guys. So we're gonna open it now together. Let me try to do this. So this is what it looks like inside. All right. So here it's the disc that has the 4D scans that we did of our son. Oh, man, I wish I could show you like ortho photo type, but this is what it looks like, okay? Can't I do that? Okay, that's fine. We have this pure soap. All right. Okay, fragrance and color free, original. So they gave us a sample. This is Raid's R's. That didn't sound proper. That didn't sound proper. But yeah, they also gave us a sample of the Aqua's cream, and I tried it on Anana, and I'm sold. I'm sold. I want it. So yeah, this is the soap. And then this is better than mmmmkay ointment. Right? And then this is infant gentle glycerine soap. Okay, that's it. And then this is intimate wash for women aged 15 to 50, okay, for sensitive skin. So this is an intimate wash. It says it supports the vulvar microflora balance, sensitive care with aloe. Yeah. So just cleanse the, so this, okay, it says cleanse the genital area gently and rinse thoroughly. So you're going to be cleaning your baby girl with this one. Here's this thing, guys. I don't know how to pronounce it. This one here. Focus, focus, focus. Yes, this. We tried their camphor. They also gave us a sample of the camphor, and I love it. So this is the Aqua's Cream Glycerin Soap. So many soaps. Okay, another soap. Yes, this is the aqueous cream sample they gave us. So already I opened one and used it on our nana, and I am sold. I want it. And then they also gave us this saline drop spray. Okay, right. So yeah, and then lastly there's this book, Back to Baby Basics. So basically I think you're going to read on all that you need to know about baby. So yeah, that's it from this box. It's the box that Timo was holding when we went to the doctor. I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah, so that's it. And then we got these Huggies bag. Also, I took a few things out of here. I don't know if I'll remember what I took out, but okay, I will show you guys what I can find in here. Right, so let's open it up. Okay, we have the Epimax Baby and Junior Barrier Cream. So it's an ointment. Oh, balm barrier cream. So it's a balm cream for the baby. You see it? All right. And then we have skin and baby care cream. All right. So we have another cream. And then we have Huggies. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what you gift people who just delivered, okay? This is what you gift them. So we have these Huggies in size 0, which it's 0 to 4 kg. So my baby was 3.9 kg. Imagine that's what happens when you eat inkomazi. So it was 3.9. Everyone was like, when I got on the what's this thing, on the theater bed, everyone was like, are you sure it's one baby in there? And I was like, don't you start with me. Even my guy was like, did I say there's one baby in there? I'm like, you do not start with me. So yeah, here's the Huggies, and I told you guys that I love Huggies, right? So yeah, we got that. Oh, and then we have pure water natural wipes. Love it. Huggies as well. Okay, and we have this baby on board sticker. I've never had this, and can I tell you why? It is said that you should only have this sticker when you have your baby on board, because should anything happen, God forbid, you get involved in a car accident and they see this sticker, they are going to try find the baby, and imagine the baby's not in the car. So after hearing that, I got conflicted as to whether or not I should put this up on my car. But yeah, baby on board sticker. And then we have a syringe for you to measure if you want to be giving your baby any medication. From bump to baby, it's all about me. So I'm thinking it's all that you need to know about a baby in here. Pamphlet. And then we have Babies and Beyond magazine. You guys can see another nasal drop solution. Oh, the glycerin soap again. Yeah, and then there was a hat as well. I already took it out and put it on my nana. I'll try put it up here for you guys to see. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's about it, unless I've taken something out of this bag. But that's what we got. And just like that, I was a mother of 2. Just like that, Modimo has blessed me once again. I do not take it for granted. There's something about motherhood that shifts your mindset, and then it hits me hard. Like it just changes life altogether for me, and it's happening right now. I'll tell you all about it when I have the words to articulate it, but just know that I'm on some transformation. So if I bump into you and I go hopefully, please be kind. I'm born again. Gyalala, guys, gyalala. But yeah, this is a blessing I do not take for granted. Our home feels more homier, you know. We thought Timu made our home a home. He did. And now it's even more homey or homier, whatever the English is. And it has just been a beautiful ride thus far. We thank God for having blessed us with a healthy baby, number one. You know, in the cubicle that I was in, the other lady, I had respiratory problems, so he was admitted in the neonatal ICU, and then the other lady, the baby had jaundice, so they also couldn't be discharged because the baby had to go under photolight therapy. And there was I, having given birth, and was able to go home because everything went well. I do not take it for granted. It does not mean I have better genes. It does not mean that I was a better mom than they were, you know, but it was just pure grace, okay? It was pure grace, and I am thankful to God for that. I mean, anything could have gone wrong, but nothing did, and we thank the Lord for that. Yeah, we are home, and we are happy, and we are breastfeeding, and we are fed, but we are happy. We are happy. When I was sleeping, I want to bring him just so that you guys can see him. Obviously, you're not going to see his face, but just to see him and hear him say, He doesn't cry, guys. I give birth to the most sweetest human beings ever who don't cry, okay? Literally, they do, feed them, they go back to sleep. I hope it stays that way. And he doesn't change somewhere along the line. But yeah, Timo is the happiest. He leaves for school. So the first week, literally the first week when we got home, he didn't go to school the whole week because he was like, I'm spending time with my baby. And he only started going to school this week. Literally, when he leaves, he's like, baby, I'm going to school. Whether the baby's sleeping or not, he does not give 2 cents about that. But he'll be telling the baby that I'm leaving, and kisses the baby. And then he goes, and when he comes back, he's like, I want to wash my hands so that I go see my baby. And then he washes his hands, and then he comes, doesn't even see me, and then he sees the baby, hugs the baby, kisses the baby, like, your big brother is back, okay? And then starts telling the baby about his day, not me. But I'm appreciative of the love that he's showing the little brother. I'm appreciative of the fact that he does not see this as somehow being replaced, but he's just happy to have this human being in our home, you know. The husband is obsessed. The hub is obsessed. I think he even forgot about me. I feel like nobody sees me, but it's okay. I'm just a girl. Literally, I'm just a girl in this house. But yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you know. Yeah, otherwise, thank you guys so much for the love that you've shown me throughout our pregnancy journey. You guys have been pregnant with me, literally. You've been sharing this so on a personal level, and I'm appreciative of that. Thank you so much. You made it even more nicer. Like, I was happy being pregnant, but after sharing it with you guys, you even nice, wonderful, and I thank you guys for that. Okay, please don't stop loving me. Don't stop loving me. Don't stop showing my kids love, and don't stop showing my family love, and don't stop showing this channel love, because I am, because you guys are, you know. Like I've been talking for long now, but otherwise, from me, Kensani Kolele, Mama Boys, Mama Fana 40, I thank you, Nena, for always coming back, and it is always with love until I see you again. Let me go check on the baby and see if he's awake. If he's awake, I'll bring him for you guys to see his back. But if he's not, you guys will definitely see him somewhere in jail. Okay? But yeah, I'll be back. Doesn't motherhood look amazing on me? Okay, my baby's hungry. I'll see you guys, but yeah, he's arrived. Okay, he's hungry. I'll see you guys. Okay, love you.